Very good morning, friends. I'm Nalini Swami, welcoming to my channel Smart Index Edge. Many of the traders have got access to my Nalini Precision Engine, and I'm going to tell you what morning layer 1 pivots matters. Why your Nalini base engine, base means pivot, N-B, NR1, NS1, NR2 and S2 levels perfectly match the options OI data. And how to trade this edge every morning. Why Nalini layer precision morning layers are very important is when you open when the market gaps down, you will be directionless. You will not be knowing where will be the straddles will be acting, where the resistance, call writers levels and put writers levels. Actually, this is taken care by the Nalini Precision Engine. Plotting morning layer 1 pivots. These set of pivots, central point as well as the R1, R2 and the S1, S2 matches exactly with the option OI data. When I pulled up the Nalini Precision Engine on Nifty 15-minute chart, look there, what I noticed is layer 1 pivot B sits right at the ATM straddle strike in the option chain. NR1 and NR2 are exactly where call open interest has piled up. NS1 and NS2. NS1 and S2 is Nalini, this one. They are morning layer pivots. Huge open interest walls. Every single level matched to the OI data. This is not luck, friends. Today I am going to show you why this happens and how to use it. Here, look at here. I have taken this data from the Nifty trader, open interest data from the yesterday. Last night I have pulled up and I have pasted it here. You can see the straddles were acting at 23,900 deep down. S2 is sitting at 23,800. And you can see 23,700 and the deep call writing area at the 23,400. Okay. And this level is 23,950 in between, and it is 23,800 and 750. Nalini Precision Engine is multi-layer pivot system built on the rolling pivots for intraday traders. NSE traders, you can utilize for Bank Nifty, Sensex, for everything. It is universal. Universal, you can even for the stocks too. It maps out everything, layers. Layer 1 are your short-term intraday pivots. They will map the whole day levels because it takes these pivots, rolling pivots, takes the volatility into consideration and plots all these layers. See, today I am going to focus on only morning layer 1 engine. Later we can go for the noon engine. I am not going to talk about the noon pivots. Here in this indicator, layer 1 is the R2 is the upper boundary. Layer 1 is the resistance call zone. That is what matching here. Neutral base straddle balance point. Neutral layer 1 support, Nalini Precision Engine S1 and S2. These are the boundaries. when the market opens after 9:15, exactly around 9:18, these layers are plotted in on my, with the help of my Nalini Precision Engine indicator, plots automatically these layers. So you get to know where is the base point, where are the walls, call walls and put walls. You get to know. See, yesterday on 12th, market gap down. You need to know. You need not go to open interest data, OI data, or anything. Open interest data has been directly brought into my system. You can see that. You can write down all these levels, find the strikes. You can go to the open interest data and you can do that. So this is the 5-minute morning layer. Here you can see yesterday, this is the morning layer. This is the morning layer. This is the base point. Morning layer pivot. R1, R2, S1, S2. Amazingly, isn't it? Now, price has come down, and while closing, these layers have been plotted. On the rolling pivot, this is plotted as 23,770. That is the deep down put wall, and last you can go there, you can see as 23,600. See, morning layer pivot has been plotted over here. This is the correct reference to the OI data. What you need to do? Y is always the Nalini pivot base is always the straddle strike. That is, the neutral base is the pivot engine's equilibrium point. So it is calculated from the whole lot of 3 minutes. This one from the previous data also. Market makers set the ATM straddle at the price level where put OI equals the call OI. The balance point is also a mathematical midpoint of the session, which is exactly the Nalini base. Two different methods, same price. This is why they match every morning. See, the formula for this precision engine base, high, low plus close divided by 3. That is session equilibrium. Put OI is equal to call OI, that is maximum pain balance point. You must remember that. Put OI is equal to call OI, almost equal ATM straddle maximum pain balance point. Market is in equilibrium. How to use this? If price is above Nalini Precision Engine base point, that is pivot, calls are dominating, bias is long. If price is below Nalini base point, puts are dominating, bias short. These Nalini Precision or R1, R2, they match with the call walls, and you can take the screenshot. I'm not going to break detail. I'm not going to say everything. This is not, guessing actually. Actually, my indicator is recording their positioning. So what more you want? Institutional positioning. When you see NR1, you are seeing an institutional call writing wall. Yes, friends, you will be seeing institutional call writing walls, institutional call support walls at the put. Yeah, why NS1 and S2 match with the put OIs? Same logic, opposite side. Institution sell puts at S1 and S2. Those are the levels the precision engine computes as support. So that's why institutions are absorbing sell orders to protect their sold puts. When you see POS, VSA, this is the green light. Institutions are holding the floor for you. So, friends, it is the complete map. Stick it to your neck screen every morning when the Nalini Precision Engine loads. This is what each level means in the option market. You are not guessing. You are reading the same map as institutions. So there is no stress. You are not shifting between one website to the other to get the data. Yeah, you are not going to, you are not struggling. These are the live data, live thing, exact levels, even the open interest data. There was some disturbance actually due to the internet. So it was a break. Please excuse me. Actually, NR2, deep OTM call cluster, fade zone. Institutions hold the calls way up here. Short, fade, avoid longs. R1, primary call open interest rate wall. Main resistance, heavy call writing. So you have to short entry breakout watch. This is base area, Nalini pivot, ATM straddle strike. Yesterday, when I was, there was a signal when the price came down to R2. Then I messaged to my community that market is reversing around. It started reversing from the R2 around 11, I think. 10:35 to between 11 and 10:35, the market started reversing from the deep S1, S2 levels, S1 level. Then I messaged my community that some sort of reversal is coming in the market. And when it reached the deep, pivot area, I told the community people to book their profits. Why? Because that was the straddle area. Straddle area, I told them. Somebody asked me in the group, why did you tell that level? Because that is the reason I told this level. That is for him, I am mentioning it. So that is the base that you can go to the option interest data, you will get this straddles data. See, that is the balance area. Oh, put open interest and call open interest balance area. That is the level actually the market tends to react because straddles will be sold there and they will be active. Only if they have to gain balance straddle, whether it is a call option or the put option, the market, whether the call option has to sustain above the base area, Nalini pivot, and it has to show strengths. It has to move, make higher highs and higher lows and move above that. Otherwise, it is a failure. It will act as the resistance. That's how you can trade intraday trading also. So these are the setups. I'm not going to discuss everything. This is what happened yesterday. Market may actually came down. What all the things happened, uh, I've compiled in this slide. So I don't want to go in detail and explain it to you. This is what happens here. So, before I close, the one sentence you must remember is Nalini Precision Engine is not drawing lines. It is computing the same price equilibrium that institutions use to structure their option positions. So my indicator is very, very powerful, and it is like a live option data. Live option data, you can track your trades with the help of the Nalini Precision Engine and rolling pivots and all those things. Gan, Hilo, trend also you can identify. It is a complete structure system. You need not struggle, but you need to understand what it is. When you understand thoroughly, you can trade better. So, Nalini base, that is pivot, is there. Big money straddle. Nalini R1, R2 are their call walls. Nalini S1 and S2 are their put floors. Every morning, layer 1 loads. Every morning, layer 1 loads as soon as 9:18 a.m. So you get all the layers. Even the data, what you are fetching will be lagging. My indicator loads everything. That has been, I have coded in such a way that I need all these levels on my system, on my trading system guiding line. So I don't do mistake. I wait and I see what the price is doing. You have a real-time options positioning map. Yes, friends, you will be having real-time option positioning map. Use it. If this video helped you to see your chart differently, like and subscribe. And also, you need to, if you want this indicator, this is a paid indicator, you can WhatsApp me on this number 9845209600. So remember, Nalini base is equal to ATM straddle. Nalini R1 is equal to call wall R1, call wall 1, NR2 is equal to call wall 2, NS1 is equal to put wall 1, put wall 2. Let me take you to the chart. See, you have got all these layers, previous day straddle level, right? Previous day supports. The market has broken below and closed at the near the S2. It can open. Let us see. Gift Nifty is running already. Let us see what it is doing. Gift Nifty has fallen below and opened slightly higher. To 15 minutes candle you are seeing, and the pivot has opened. You can see from the bottom it has gapped up because it has fallen to 23,700 and it traded up to 23,782. 82, and it is trading now around 23,737 to 748. That is 737 to 748 is almost 70 points down, 70 to 60 points down from the Nifty's positioning. When the market opens, let me go to the Nifty itself. When the market opens around 9:18 a.m., exactly, it has been coded. See, you can, if I place the cursor and put an Alt V, you can see they are starting at 9:18 a.m. These layers will be plotted. There is no lag. There is no lag in the first 15, after the first 15-minute candle, no, not even before the first 15-minute candle finishes, that is, within 3 minutes, these layers will be formed. Within 3 minutes, you get to know what is this. See, when the price started coming down, this is the base point, this is the straddle, the put was dominating. Put right, because it was a gap down, put was dominating, the price moved swiftly. You can see, come to this R2, 23, S2, 23,825, right? When immediately you could have scalped, you could have gone for the out of the money put option, say for example, 24,000 put option. Let me go to the 24,000 put option. You can see the reversal. Then in the first candle itself, 5 minutes, it is plotting S2. This one is S1. This is the base. Even if you would have missed this entry in this candle, you could have kept it as, when the price is moving above this, you could have kept it as this as the support. Automatically you get it. You get it in the, so we will go to the 5 minutes time frame, so that this is a huge candle. When price came down and retested this level, if you would have taken put option over here around 145, you could have gone up to, it went up to 203, but you could have limited your levels to target to 188. 188, 142, nearly 40 points is not a small amount. When it started losing this balance, then call would have dominated over here. Call option could have dominated over here when it lost its balance. So it was 100, and so you can make it as a balance point for this call option. You can notice which is the straddle morning when layer 1 forms. You can select the little bit R1, R1 out of the money put option, or S1 out of the money call option. You can select and you can see for the balance which one is gaining balance. That gives you edge in your trade. And this is the wonderful indicator which I have created. There is no such indicator. This is based on the live data, live price data. It catches live price data and it plots everything. It is a complete system, friends. This yellow block is the noon layers. After 12 p.m., these layers will be formed automatically around 12:05. That also confirms when actually after 12 p.m. even the call was dominating. So let us go to the little bit inside, 23,900 call option or 850 call option. You can go for that. 23,900 call option. From here, when that time, you can mark it and you can see that. You can, little bit, if you go deep down, you can mark it, and 23,800 call option. See, it started dominating from the S2, deep down. And then it rallied to, this was the track actually. From the base point, from this base, noon base, it rallied up to it. Noon layers also act as the straddle point. So noon layer straddle, it was around 200. From 200, it rallied up to 251. Like this, you can utilize the option, this Nalini Precision Engine for your option trade. Option buying becomes easy for you. Easy for you. You can guess what the market is doing, whether it is taking support or not. These are the morning layers will help you to map the entire open interest data, change in open interest also. You can get, that is change in open interest. See, when you go back to the 24,000 put option, it was a change in open interest. It started changing. It started losing balance over here around noon, and it came down. At that time, same time, when it reached the R2, no, R1, yeah, when it could not go above that, at that time, exactly 20 AM, the call option started dominating. Call option, 23,900 call option came down to, let me zoom it, came down to 99.90 rupees. From there, it rallied up to this level, up to this level. See, underlying base is different, and this base becomes different because option premiums tend to decay. They cannot match that. Or only during that they match this base point 174. It went up to 180 and it rallied up to 150 to 154. What more you want? From 99, let me place the cursor. The low was 101. 101, it rallied up to this. And then later it went sideways. And then afternoon session, 12 p.m., it blasted with this. Then it lost its balance and market sold off. Because at the same time, and from the underlying, it started losing its balance straddle point. That is the straddle point. That's how you need to read the data option premium in this way, and you can take the trade. So friends, I wish you all the best. If you have not accessed my indicator, you can message me on this. This is very, very good indicator which makes you profitable if you read it properly. Thank you very much. Nalini Swami signing off.